Where do I begin with this idiocy with Nick Wright? His reasoning for Michael Jordan being number 3 as the 50 greatest players of all time is just complete idiocy, lunacy. It makes no sense, basis off of him being 38 at the end of his career, to say he wasn't as effective as Kareem and Jordan at their end of their career. Longevity versus winning. That's the route we're going. I'm gonna let you listen to the dialogue, and I'll come back and tell you how stupid it really is.
Because nobody is shocked that I have Jordan behind LeBron. So I want to focus on the Kareem part of this. And where I think I'm going to get agreement from Brew is this. You can make a legitimate argument for 3 guys as the GOAT. LeBron, MJ, and Kareem. And if you're going to do that, one of them has to come in third. So a guy who could be the best ever is going to be, on some people's list, the 3rd best ever. For me, that person is Michael Jordan. And here's where I think I'm going to sway Wilds. But, Brew, I know you're going to go next, but Wilds is living an open mind. Because I think I'm going to tell Wilds some things he might not know. So why do I have Kareem ahead of Michael Jordan? Quite simply, he did so much more in the league. I've heard Kevin Wilds and others say, well, yeah, LeBron's 10 trips to the finals. If he had 6 rings with those 10 trips, then that would be more impressive than Jordan's 6 rings and 6 trips. Well, that's Kareem. 10 trips to the finals with 6 rings, and by the way, also 6 MVPs. What about scoring, which is what Jordan did best? Well, Kareem had the most unstoppable shot in NBA history. He also set the record for most points in a career before I was born and holds it to this day. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 15 seasons, finished top 5 in MVP voting. Michael Jordan did not play 15 complete seasons. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was first or second team All-NBA 15 seasons. Michael Jordan did not play 15 complete seasons. What about as an old guy? Because I've heard you guys explain to me, Jordan came back at 38 years old and led the Wizards to 37 wins. Kareem at 38 years old won finals MVP. Michael Jordan at 40 years old averaged 20 points per game for another 37-win Wizards team. Kareem at 40 years old averaged 22 points per game in the finals. And at 41, in a game 6, had the final play of the game drawn for him, hit 2 free throws, forced the game 7, won another championship. So that's as an old guy. What about as a young guy, Brew? Both were drafted to 27-win teams. Michael took his 27-win teams to 38 wins. Kareem took his 27-win team to 56 wins. Wow, that seems impressive. Oscar wasn't there yet. Year 2, by the way, Kareem won Finals MVP, League MVP, greatest season arguably ever, 66 wins. Michael was swept in round 1 and his team won 30 games. What about, wait, that's youth. What about pre-youth? And again, it's college and high school doesn't count here, but when it's this close, we're going to throw it in. In college, Michael Jordan was a really good player, good enough to go 3rd in the draft. Kareem was 88-2. Won Player of the Year all 3 years, won championships all 3 years, and won Final Four MVP all 3 years. And then, we want to go a little younger? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in high school was 79-2. Michael Jordan in high school was cut from his team. That the guy with the most points, the most rings of the era, and the most league MVPs is better than Michael Jordan. It's an audacious case, but I just made it.
When you listen to Nick Wright, he likes to throw these little tricks or these little, I would say, distractionary tactics that he tries to do when he debates these idiot points. You notice when he said 6 MVPs, he still related to Kareem as if he has 6 finals MVPs. I was pretty shocked that Chris Broussard didn't see that and corrected him, because he's trying to fool the main audience to thinking he has the same as many finals MVPs as Michael Jordan's, when it's just 6 regular season finals MVPs versus 6 finals MVPs. And using longevity again for Kareem's argument still makes him better than LeBron. That's why this list is idiotic. I'm going to let Chris Broussard destroy this guy right now.
It is audacious. And look, Nick, I love, you know I'm the wise elder statement. I actually saw Kareem play, unlike you. I watched him live, all right? And I like hearing you give him his love and his props. Okay, yes. I like hearing you give him his props. But, Nick, out of respect for Kareem and LeBron, I'm not going to call this ridiculous or ludicrous or absurd. I'm just going to say you having Michael Jordan as the third best player ever, or really of the last 50 years. I don't know. Maybe you got Cousy or Pettit
it would be
of Jordan.
No.
All
it
time.
would be.
Okay?
This is ever.
Wilt,
for this top
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
But this is just wrong. You're wrong. You're flat out wrong. You're egregiously wrong. You're so wrong that all basketball friends, save you and probably Isaiah Thomas, my man, all right? From baby boomers to Generation X, Y, Z, Alpha, that's the new kids being born. They're all looking at this like, what? Alpha. They're flummoxed. They're astounded. They're aghast. Nick, come on, man. Michael Jordan is not the second best player ever, and he's certainly not the third best player. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Period. The end. No player, Nick, and you'll have to agree with this, has dominated the NBA like Michael Jordan has. Wilt Chamberlain did statistically, even more so.
Sure.
But he didn't win. Only 2 rings. Bill Russell did in terms of winning, even more so with 11. But he didn't dominate individually in terms of statistics. Only Michael Jordan has the incredible combination of individual statistical dominance and winning a ton of rings. All right, let me see the screen. Check out this full screen. I'm about to show you. Yeah. Right here. LeBron, Kareem, I'm waiting for the screen. Can I see it? Yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh, that's too much.
Michael Jordan did more in fewer seasons. You're right, he only played 15 seasons. LeBron and Kareem, 8, 19, and 20. Jordan's got more rings than LeBron. He's got 6 of those categories, tied with Kareem for titles. Most three-peats. There have only been 3 in the last 50-some-odd years. Jordan's got 2 of them. Most finals MVPs. League MVP, 1 below Kareem. Most scoring championships. Look, he led the league in categories 13 times. Kareem 7, LeBron 2. 9-time first-team all-defense. And then PER for the analytics nerds. He's the best ever.
Yeah.
Do you hear the defeat in Nick Wright's voice when he says, no, I don't want to talk about LeBron right now. No, you have him as number 1 over 2 guys going by your own logic, which is flawed beyond belief, that the guy Kareem, who's played longer, who has more of a productive career than Jordan, he should be ahead of LeBron James as well because he has more accomplishments than LeBron with just 1 more season. So by that own logic, LeBron should be behind Jordan and Kareem. This is why this list is, you can't take it seriously. It's idiotic. It has no substance. It is completely based off complete idiocy. To use the length and the tail end of Michael Jordan's career to say this is why he's not better than Kareem in that spot is just a stupid argument to begin with, because it literally means LeBron is not better than Kareem either. How do you not see the logical fallacy in that, Nick Wright? That is completely absurd, and it has no substance. It is an asinine statement to begin with. This guy's basketball acumen should not be taken seriously. His arguments are just complete silliness. And for him to combat Michael Jordan is just to show him being the greatest college basketball player to make fun of ESPN. That's not an argument. To say that, Kareem is still better than Jordan or to put him in number 3, that's just you throwing out a distractionary tactic because you have nothing to say that can combat the facts. Chris Broussard talked about how Jordan's playoff score goes up The dude already dominates in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs and the finals, he's on a different level of greatness. This is why I'm showing you this graphic. This is why, to me, I'm going to create a video that's going to show why this LeBron James being the GOAT or this GOAT conversation is nothing but idiocy. It has no weight. It's not even close. It's not even in the same realm. He's not even in the same realm with Michael Jordan, let alone Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, if we're going to use Nick Wright's idiotic logic. I think Chris Broussard made a great point. He did less. No, excuse me. Michael Jordan did more with less time to play than both of these guys. And that's not disrespecting Kareem or anybody or LeBron James. Those are just the facts of the situation. Again, these arguments are never focused on the subject matter, because when you debate LeBron James fan, it's never about winning. It's the stat that matters right now, longevity. The narrative always changes to whatever suits the argument. It's nothing substantial or anything that has to do with facts. I'll catch you in the comment section.